Good evening and welcome to the Municipality of Monroeville's regular council meeting. This meeting is called to order. It is approximately 7 p.m. on Tuesday, July 8th, 2025. This is the July regular council meeting. If we'd all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Can I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Grieslock?
Here.
Mr. Hizzy?
Here.
Mr. Poach?
Here.
Mr. Stevenson?
Here.
Mr. Crut?
Here.
Mr. Adams?
Here.
Mr. Williams?
Here.
Mr. Biondo?
Here.
Mrs. Lang? Here. Mr. Ratcher?
Here.
Mrs. Rock?
Here.
Mr. Hugas?
Here.
Mr. Sedlak?
Here.
Mr. Weldon?
Here. Welcome, everyone. We're going to start this meeting with a recognition, a very important recognition, and I have a wonderful announcement about our communications department. This is Jared Robinson, our Director of Communications. That's who puts on all the meetings that you watch on our YouTube channel, whether it's this regular council meeting, Citizens Night, the Zoning Hearing Board, planning, all those meetings, all of our special events, our monthly, managers meeting, the 4th of July parade, the list goes on. And him and his staff were nationally recognized by the Alliance for Community Media last month at their annual conference in Boston, Massachusetts. This is an incredible recognition for Jared, and in true TV department fashion, Jared is going to stay in the basement as he produces this show. I would love to have him up here to embarrass him, but this is a great recognition for Jared that, the department, through its efforts in the calendar year of 2020, by the Alliance for Community Media Foundation and its Hometown Media Awards program. This award program was established to honor and promote community media, community radio, and local cable programs that are distributed on public educational and governmental access cable television channels and other forms of media. Each year, nearly 1,000 entries are submitted and evaluated by a panel of approximately 150 industry professionals from across the country. Awards are presented to the most creative entries that address community needs, challenge conventional television formats, and move viewers to experience content in a different way. I'm thrilled to announce that our communications department was chosen as the winner of the Overall Excellence in Governmental Access Award. This is once again, this is just a remarkable achievement for Jared and the communications department. For context, previous winners of this award were Tacoma Park, Maryland, Shelby Township, Michigan, Carmel, Indiana, and Fairfax County, Virginia. So this really is a national recognition, and I'm super proud of this department. I know everyone on council is really proud of the department as well. The winning entry was comprised of a compilation capped at a rules stipulated 20 minutes of all the many things our communications department covered in 2024. From the news regarding the convention center that hit last February, to our government meetings, live events including concerts, the grand opening of our new pickleball courts, and the reopening of the new Gateway, to all of our many different community events and more. The department really does a nice job, and in our department head, Jared, and his staff they really should be commended here. The winning entry will be made available on the department's YouTube page. So Jared did accept the award at the Alliance for Community Media's annual conference last month in Boston. Jared wants to mention that this achievement cannot be done alone, and that his efforts are aided by 2 full-time staff members and 5 part-time staff members that help with all the many things the department does year-round. Some of them are behind the cameras here tonight. He's happy to have the support of council, mayor's office, Manager Graziani, as well as all of the other Monroeville departments, his predecessor, Joe Habala, who laid a foundation for him to build upon, and the community at large for simply sharing the videos. Jared says These things are already happening in Monroeville, whether we're there or not. We just show up, press record to capture it, then put it out for the world to see. And what the world saw in 2024 is that Monroeville is a pretty special place. So congratulations to, once again, to Jared. He really deserves recognition. Like I said, we're super proud of him. Keep up the good work. And, definitely more to come from the communications department. And moving on to the meeting. And Jared's still going to work tonight. So I'm going to open up the floor for public comment on proposed agenda items only. Once again, this is for residents and taxpayers. We always ask for you to keep your comments to a 5-minute time limit, but if there's anyone from the audience who would like to address council regarding any agenda. Seeing no takers, we're going to close that comment period. Once again, there will be a second comment period at the end of the meeting for any municipal item. Council, we are looking to approve minutes this evening from the Citizens' Night meeting of June 3rd, 2025, Council's work session meeting of June 3rd, 2025, Council's regular meeting of June 10th, 2025. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. There is a motion and a second to approve. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Crut.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Approval of the elections. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
There is a motion and a second to approve. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Crut.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
The ayes have it. List of bills and budget transfers. Is there a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
There is a motion and second to approve. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Crut.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
The ayes have it. And the payroll report, council.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Crut.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Moving to approval of development applications. Once again, all these items that we're acting on this evening, they were all reviewed at last Tuesday's agenda-setting meeting. So we have item number 925-3-SUB, James and Sigrid Hawkins. It is a subdivision approval. Dr. Lang, please.
Thank you, Mayor. Applicant is requesting preliminary and final subdivision approval pursuant to Monroeville Subdivision and Land Development Ordinance Number 2525 to subdivide tax parcel 638J090 into 2 lots. The newly created Lot 1 is to be combined with tax parcel 068 for a total lot area of 3.218 acres. Proposed Lot 2 will have a total lot area of 3.161 acres. The properties are located in the R2, Single, Multifamily, and S Conservancy zoning districts.
Okay, council, so is there a motion to act on this item?
Motion to approve. Second.
Mr. Mayor, if I may.
Yes.
I spoke with Mr. Silvestri today, who is the attorney for the applicant. For this plan, there was a sewer easement discovered. But nobody knew what the exact metes and bounds of the sewer easement was. The municipal authority is in the process of getting that together. They thought they'd have it for tonight, but they do not. So the applicant is requesting tabling till next month's meeting. That'll give the authority enough time, legal description into the plan, so that the plan doesn't have to be reapproved or amended.
Okay.
I'll withdraw the motion.
And someone can withdraw their
Motion to
second
table.
counter? There's a motion to table. Is there a second to
Second the
table?
motion to table.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second to table. This is to table. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Crut.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
The ayes have it, and hopefully that'll be in front of us for next month.
Yeah.
Great. Next item, 25-4-C, Gujar Auto, conditional use approval. Dr. Lang.
Thank you, Mayor. Applicant Johar Auto is requesting conditional use approval pursuant to Article 5, Section 504.LLLL, Vehicle Service Repair Garage of the Monroeville Zoning Ordinance 1079, to permit the operation of a vehicle repair and service garage. The property address is 2530 Monroeville Boulevard and identified as tax parcel 639L059 in the Boulevard zoning district. And the Planning Commission is recommending approval.
Council, is there a
Mike?
motion on this item?
Motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion, a second to approve. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, this is a conditional use approval. There was a conditional use hearing at last Tuesday's agenda-setting meeting. So there is a motion and a second to approve. Roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Adams?
Aye.
Mr. Crut?
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Poach?
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Council, moving to the approval of motion 3 to consider for this evening. Dr. Lang,
Thank you, Mayor.
Good luck to you, sir.
good luck with your project.
Thank you.
First motion is a motion to reschedule the August Citizens Night and Council Work Session meeting from Tuesday, August 5th, 2025, to Thursday, August 7th, 2025, due to National Night Out.
Motion.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. Questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy?
Aye.
Mr. Poach?
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Crut?
Aye.
Mr. Adams?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Biondo?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Next motion.
Thank you. A motion to advertise an ordinance of the Municipality of Monroeville, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, adopting the amended and updated civil service rules and regulations.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
And a second to approve. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Adams?
Aye.
Mr. Crut?
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Poach?
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Next motion.
Thank you. A motion to authorize to advertise for a public hearing on Thursday, August 7th, 2025, regarding the adoption of the 5-year capital improvements program.
Is there a motion?
Motion to approve. Second.
There's a motion, a second to approve. Once again, this is just to advertise the hearing. I know there's been a lot of discussion for years about the capital improvement program, and I think we're finally getting to that point where we can start getting this moving along. It's a very important thing for the community, the capital issues, the larger purchases that the community really needs. Alex had a presentation last Tuesday regarding, this doesn't include any kind of bond funding, for this year, any borrowing of money, and it's a conservative approach, in my opinion. There was also, last month, there was a presentation regarding a library project, a public works project, which this is not part of that, to be clear. And I agree with that as well. I think we need to focus on the immediate needs, and I believe that's what this draft is accomplishing at this point. I believe the manager is going to be scheduling, maybe independently with council members or, smaller groups to fine-tune this a little bit more, and then certainly there will be more discussion August 7th council or regular agenda-setting meeting to then be considered for the August regular council meeting. Does that all make sense to everybody? So once again, this is only to approve the advertisement for next month. So there's a motion, a second to approve.
Motion.
There already is, yep, we already got one, so yeah. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy?
Aye.
Mr. Poach?
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Crut?
Aye.
Mr. Adams?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Biondo?
Aye.
The ayes have it. We're going to move through to our reports of municipal staff. Mr. Ratcher, anything this evening?
Nothing, Mayor. Thank you.
Dr. Lang, anything this evening?
Just one thing, Mayor. I want to echo everyone else's sentiments on the work of the Communications Department. It's been a pleasure thus far working with Jared and the team, and they are wonderful, hard to provide services for you all and make sure that you're very informed. So thank you to Jared and the team.
Great, thank you. And we kind of just snuck you into that seat this evening as the assistant manager. Alex, our municipal manager couldn't be here this evening, so the assistant manager, Dr. Lang, is filling in, and great job so far. Meeting's not over yet. Mr. Hugus, anything this evening?
I'm good, thank you.
Ms. Rock, anything this evening?
Nothing this
Thank you. Now, unfortunately, it's not on the agenda, just a little bit of a typo, but I'm going to open the floor for public comment on any municipal item. This is for residents and taxpayers, and once again, we always ask that you keep your comments to a 5-minute time limit.
Good evening.
Welcome, and then once you do get up there, if you sign in and
Lois Drumhouse.
state your name for the record. Thank you so much.
I've been watching YouTube, and I agree that it's excellent productions. There's a little blip that happens every 90 seconds where you're missing about a second and a half, and I know Jared was informed of that. It may be a YouTube issue, but when you're listening to the playback, you get to the exact area that you want to hear that figure, and it's
I've
gone.
noticed that too, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, I was going over just 2 months in a row, the 5-year capital improvement plan, and I'm happy to have seen it explained as well as it was. It was extremely informative for anyone. My only fear is that not enough people, obviously you don't see many people up here, but not enough people catch that, and any way that you're that within all 7 wards, I think would be great, because if they could, especially since you're now advertising for the August 7th consideration of that CIP, that maybe you could get it into the Times Express as an announcement, maybe try to prompt people to actually look at YouTube or something. We need to do something in order to, because there's a lot, and there's a lot of background information, and it is extremely important. I appreciated it. I also appreciate the mission and the vision, values of service and excellence, long-term decision-making. That's more than 5 years, but that certainly is the CIP. Fiscal responsibility and the transparency, all important things. What I really, and I don't have enough time to go about other things coming up, and I will be a part of that. But what's important before that is that you had the library and the public works projects. The Star Drive location, which is in the 3rd Ward, is the one that I want to, well, it's near the 3rd Ward because all those streets are near it. And the public that lived around Star Drive really appreciated the situation. They wanted that little parklet. They got their parklet. It's in a great location. I am going to ask, and I have asked my councilman about renovating it. The sizable project and the unknown few last years of that CIP, we don't know what to anticipate. We can't. But we do know that if it was relocated, another location like the Community Park East, which is Tilbrook Road, we know that just by evidence of having all the things go on at the Community Park West, that's a 2-lane road that gets an enormous amount of traffic. And I've been to the Community Park East. I happen to have looked at the maps that are subterranean, where all of those catacombs and coal mines are, and the enormous amount of the 14 homes that are affected there. They've had sinkholes there. There's so much renovation to do that you could do on Star Drive, so much better. And I realized that the MS4 money gave you a surplus, and the first thing that came into mind was this new location. I'm going to say that of all the things that you could benefit by not having to look over in your backyard to see the public works that's on Star Drive, that's nothing compared to what it has to offer by expanding it, by renovating it. And because of the uncertainty at a national and international level of our financial state, you'd be better off renovating it. There's got to be a way. I would love to be hopeful that you're thinking in terms of the renovation. You can't say that, but you can at least hear it from me, and you need to hear it from your constituents. That has to be renovated. That is the place for the Public Works and the MS4 to be combined, and I know it can be done. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for your comments. We'll leave the floor open for comments on any municipal item.
Ms. Beck, talk to me.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Beck, and I live in the second ward. I almost said the third ward, I was moving. So I think the communications department here is really stellar, and I just wanted to mention that too, and it brought up a question for me, which is how can we document the process that the community is embarking upon as we have a $500 million project right at our doorstep? And can the communications department of Monroeville, with Jared, document it? That would be a really cool thing, because the community has its way with the help of the collaboration of local government. We can have a showpiece here for the world, and how cool will it be to beam that around the world on YouTube? So it's a question I have, how do we go about that? And with that, I would like to encourage, I would like to personally invite everybody, but I know there can't be a quorum. So I would personally like to invite Mr. Poach, my councilman in Ward 2, and Dr. Lang and Alex Graziani and the mayor to the meeting that citizens are facilitating on Friday, July 18th, from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. I mentioned this at the Citizens Night last week, and Saga Hibachi will be providing some sushi. He's gonna deliver, the owner's gonna deliver it about 10:30, because he has to get to work at 11. So before the meeting starts, if you have any requests, if it's my choice, it'll be just avocados, and I don't eat raw fish. I use other words for fish and chickens and dog, anything. Okay, well, I'm not gonna go there, but if you want something else other than vegetables, send an email to sustainablemonroeville@gmail.com and put in your request. We're looking out for the integrity of the preservation and support of the local businesses that are in existence in the mall right now. We don't want to just see big boxes, and we want to see monthly meetings. We would love to see on maybe a third Thursday or Tuesday of the month. And I would like consideration for that, and I would like to maybe discuss that with Mr. Poach and the other people, whoever needs to arrange that. Because 20 years ago, when we kept Walmart out of our community, we experienced the same thing that we're experiencing now, which is that we're asking public officials to partner with the community, because we're on the same team. We're the Monroeville team. We're the Monroeville Regenerative Future Beyond Sustainable team. We're not on different teams. We're on the same team. We need to work together. And if citizens are ignored by government and don't participate in the meetings, then it speaks loudly. It speaks really loudly, and it's deafening right now. So I don't want to be the one to facilitate meetings all the time. And how do we, Cypress Equities, and I understand now the municipality, if they partners, are not going to do it till the end of the summer. When you're planning the sustainable, beyond sustainable, regenerative future, the time is now. Not a month from now, not 2 months from now, not 6 months from now. And 2 years from now, the shovel's going in the ground. In the ground on the hump of the turtle, which is Monroeville Mall. Into the back of that turtle, which is a strip mine. So we need to be paying attention to what's going on in our community so that our health and wellness is not only protected, but we rise up through the fray of what's going on in the world right now. We all know what's going on, and let's stay on the positive side. And I'm just looking at my notes here. I gave the personal invitations. You're all invited, but you can't all come. Don't you all show up, because then our meeting jump ship and go somewhere else. But 2 or 3 of you can come up there. And July 18th, 11 to 12:30, we're going to do updates, because I've been in contact with Cypress Equities. Are they going to dig out that hump of the turtle into the strip mine, and create an ice skating rink and an amphitheater and put all the big boxes in there and kick out all the personal businesses? Or are they going to do something different and for the community? It remains to be seen, and we have a say in it. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll leave the floor open for comment on any municipal item. Seeing none, we're going to close the comment period and move over to reports of council members and myself. Mr. Hizzy, anything this evening?
Just one thing, I want to thank the Fourth of July Committee for the great job, and all the residents that come out and participated at the Fourth of July Parade. That's it, Mayor.
Thank you. Mr. Poach?
I wanted to thank Joe, the guy that gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, as part of that committee for the last few years as well.
Too many.
And the community, because this was as big, I think we talked about it as being quite large this year, right, Joe? You've done-
Yeah, next year's going to be the 75th anniversary.
So it'll be hopefully a bigger show next year, and hopefully we can support the rest of that committee in this next year soon, to start planning for it for next year so we can celebrate our anniversary too. So, well done, Joe. Thank you. That's
Great.
it.
Thank you, Mr. Poach. Mr. Stevenson?
Just two quick items. The first, congratulations to the Communications Department. You guys, we all know that you do a great job. Now, the world knows, so congrats. I appreciate what you do. Second is kudos to the committee for the, it was packed. I've never seen that many. Joe, I want to thank you for your efforts and the rest of the committee, Dennis and some others. Thank you. It was put on very well, and the community loved it. That's all, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Stevenson. Mr. Crut? Mr. Adams?
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate Jared and his staff on his accomplishments, and to the Fourth of July Committee. All you guys did a heck of a job. It was a great crowd out there. And
Beautiful.
thoughts and prayers to the people in southern and mid-Texas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Flooding victims. That's
Thank
it.
you. Thank you, Mr. Adams. Mr. Williams?
I will congratulate Jared and his staff for a job well done. You make Monroeville look good, so thank you. Our voluntary fire departments are in critical need of volunteers. If you are interested in serving your municipality, try volunteering. If you don't like it, don't go back. At least go out and give it a shot and go from there. The 4th of July, the parade was a great success. Fireworks were enjoyed around. The kids loved the public works vehicles, the big equipment as it went through the parade. They really enjoyed that. So thanks to Public Works and their efforts presenting that. And I want to thank Paul Estock for heading up the parade, especially at the end. He did a good job. And Joe, he was running around on his ATV. At least he didn't run over anybody. Thanks, Joe.
You were sitting in Mike's vehicle, that's why.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was hiding. Yeah. So I was at the #1 Fire Hall Open House on Sunday, and I got to meet our new police dog. What a pleasure that was. I looked at that dog, scratched his ears, and so intent and aware. And I told him, I said, when I was his age, I was like that too. But anyhow, it was great to see our police dog, just a nice animal. And maybe they will have him present here one time. I guess we're gonna get another one too. So we'll have 2 dogs. And people would rather fight 3 cops than a police dog because they just want to tear into you. It was a great time at #1 Fire Hall. So young people, get involved in your community, go out and volunteer, like I say, try it once or twice. If you don't like it, don't go back. You know, nothing gained, nothing lost. So anyhow, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Good luck, Dennis.
Mr. Biondo?
Yeah, a lot of the same stuff. The 4th of July Committee always does a great job. I thought the parade went excellent. Again, that was, I'll hit this next, but was live streamed, and you can also watch that on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. There's actually also, if you don't want to watch 2.5 hours or 3 hours of the parade, there was, Jared of the Communications Department just posted a shorter I want to say it's like a 5-minute video with parade highlights. Congratulations to Jared. He really does do a great job. So somebody said he makes Monroeville look good. He makes us look good. I mean, he really does a great job. It's a well-deserved honor. He says all they do is point the camera and shoot. Well, there's a lot of production that goes into it too, and he does a great job with all of that. And that's all I have.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Biondo. I'm going to echo my colleagues up here. Yeah, Jared, awesome job, and, can't say enough about what the department does. 4th of July parade, yeah, it takes a lot of people to put that parade on, from the committee members to our staff in here, our Public Works Department that kind of gets the streets ready and cleans up afterwards, our police department to kind of close off the traffic lanes, all the participants. It really is a Herculean effort to get that parade going, and I think Mike said it, we had a great crowd this year, as we always do, and we're super proud of it here in Monroeville, and yeah, we're going to have a big one next year for America's 250th birthday next year,
75th
and 75th for Monroeville as well. Once again, as far as touched on about the mall development with Cypress Equities, yeah, they are very interested in having meetings. We are working at their pace. They are, speaking of parades in America, this is America. That is private property that they purchased, and I think they're going to be great neighbors, and they've already expressed to us that they want to, have meetings with the community, and they intend to do so. Do I know when that is? No. I had said that I hope it's by the end of the summer, but we are waiting for them, and whenever we will certainly help facilitate those meetings as well. But once again, nothing has been presented to the municipality. There have been no applications whatsoever, but it is a big deal for the community, and it's going to be a great thing for the community as well. Now, last week, I was not here. I want to thank Deputy Mayor Poach for running the meeting last week. Great job. I was able to watch it through the communications department on YouTube, and that was great. But great job, because I was at the pleasure of being Jared, do you have the picture? I had the pleasure of being at the Youth Softball Nationals tournament down in Myrtle Beach. So we're really proud of this group of girls. I have the honor of helping coach with, it's a little bit of a family affair here in Monroeville. Head coach Pete Griffith out of the Building and Engineering Department here. Also, one of our police officers, Jay McDonald, one of the coaches that helps out. Jim Chusko and Barry Kessler also help out. All these girls, they all play for Monroeville Baseball and Softball Association. They are considered a C-level team. So C-level, so when we get A and B, those are travel teams. These are teams that the organizations recruit. Parents pay big money to have their kids play in these divisions, whereas a C-level team, which we are a community-based, so all these girls play for Monroeville Baseball and Softball Association, and we are super proud of them. They are the first girls' team to do a tournament like this. So for many, many years, the boys have always done, some of you are familiar with Cooperstown, also the Ripken tournament down in Myrtle Beach. So this is the first time that the girls program has done this. These girls really worked hard to get to this point. They raised a lot of money to do that. I know I shook down a lot of my colleagues on council for some fundraising money, over the past year with different fundraisers, and I do appreciate that. Visit Monroeville helped sponsor the team as well. But this really is a byproduct of the Monroeville Baseball and Softball Association and the group they have going there. The softball program was really struggling for many years. They took it over, and now it is really growing. So there is a team, this 12U team, so these are girls that are in 7th grade going into 8th grade, and there is an 11U team, so you're younger. So what you're going to see at the high school level as these girls move up is that Monroeville Gateway High School is really going to have a very competitive team. Can't say enough about how these girls played and how they represented the community down in Myrtle Beach, and just super proud of them, and I'm honored to be a part of it as well. And in our capital budget, we'll probably be looking at the fields and things of that nature. We always want to keep in mind, to try to offer as much recreational opportunity to as many kids as possible. We here at Monroeville our fields have it where the mounds are removable. So baseball has an elevated mound for the boys. Girls, they pitch from a flat surface, so the mound lifts and it moves. Unfortunately, with the new Gateway Middle School, the field is a permanent mound for just boys only. A little disappointing. However, they do have a very nice field at the high school that they do share. But these are the kind of things that, as a community, we should be thinking about as we move through the dimensions are a little bit different as well. It does work on the current fields, but batter's boxes are a little different. The fence distances are a little bit different. So just floating this out there to the council as we look at, grand plans long-term to try to capitalize and try to afford enough opportunity for both boys and girls in recreation. So that's all I got to say about that. Great meeting, Dr. Lang, you made it. With that, I'd like to seek a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
To adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? This meeting is adjourned. Thank you and good night.
Right.